1v1 between Pooh and YEONHONG-187. Let's take a look at the pre-ban here between these two players. I wonder if YEONHONG actually play with YEONHONG anymore, because people still pre-ban YEONHONG against him. But what if he changed to Laura 187 at this point? It is going to be Ciara and Sonia ban. Very high damage pre-ban here. So we're going a bit more bruisery-ish, potentially, between Pooh and YEONHONG. First pick might be a Chandra here. Or maybe Pooh's going to go different. Maybe he's going to lock in the Water Twin Angel. Go aggressive. Zabala getting picked up by Boo. And YEONHONG's going to take the Water Twin Angel and the Cigar. Or the Wind Bison. So what is Pooh going to do here? It's going to be Vanessa getting picked up. And Gianna getting picked up as well. But YEONHONG does have the Hey Gang to play after this. Will he pick up the Hey Gang and Juno potentially? Or maybe Hey Gang and Fire Monkey is going to be great as well. It's going to be Laura for YEONHONG-187 to provide the extremely strong buff and control and the Hey Gang to counter the Gianna. Also, it's going to be great with Laura because Laura provides a lot of buff for Hey Gang to utilize. So the damage coming from Pooh, I wouldn't mind a Diana coming up right now. It's going to be an amazing counterplay. But Smiter is going to be the one because there are no immunity on the side of Hey YEONHONG. So Smiter is going to be amazing. And am I tripping or we are seeing a Riley getting last pick by Pooh here? Because Riley's a great healer. And attack buff is going to be great for Gianna and Smiter. And nobody expect Riley. And nobody know how to counter Riley at this point. Because it is such a surprise pick. So what is YEONHONG going to do? He can stun Riley. He can provoke Riley. But for how long? The last pick is going to be Burhill. The light evolve for the constant defense break and stun. And also that unit can't be stunned. It's going to be the Smiter ban. It's going to be the Cigar ban. So this Gianna has to deal with a lot of buff and a Hey Gang. But I think this Gianna is going to be a bomb damage unit primarily to counter, to just do damage and not to strip and stun. Zabala going first. Doesn't really have an opportunity to do anything at all. Potentially YEONHONG Burkhill is on Vile instead of the usual Swift. Oh! It Violent proc turn 1, so now we know it's on Vile. And it does have the chance to strip stun. I mean, not strip stun, pushback and stun, but it went for the defense break instead. Because if YEONHONG-187 can take down the Gianna early on, Pooh will not have any more damage output. Big stun onto the Gianna, but if you can Violent, I can Violent too. And that's going to be a bomb landed on the enemy unit. And Riley's going to try to keep this Gianna alive as long as possible. Laura coming in with the strip and the buff maybe. She's going to lock in the strip, doing a hell of damage onto the enemy team. Riley get to move and attack buff and heal for the Gianna back to almost full health. And Hey Gang get to drop the glancing and the despair stun onto the Gianna as well. And now the Zabala has to be stunned or else the AoE freeze is going to be quite annoying. How much can this bomb hit for? But I know one thing, the bomb will not stun the Burkhill. Focus shot onto the Gianna. No defense break onto the Gianna, but here is the real defense break. No defense break onto the Gianna. Laura skill 2 available. Big slow and stun on 2 target. And especially the slow on the Riley is going to be very helpful as well. Especially with a team that gain attack buff constantly like this, a slow debuff is going to be extremely powerful. More damage coming out from this, and maybe defense break finally landed onto the Gianna. But Riley's can provide the attack buff and the healing for the team, and immunity as well, to keep the Zabala from getting stunned any further. Here comes the Water Twin Angel looking for an opening. Could not really find anything. Laura looking for an opening as well. Can she get the proc that she needs? She will not. And you don't want to kill Gianna right now because you don't want to cleanse her. Oh, that is a big strip stun onto the Zabala. And right now Gianna's going to go down with and come back with very low health, which means that is the perfect opening for a kill shot coming out from anyone on the side of YEONHONG. Attack bar boost for the Laura, potentially dropping the skill 3. And that will provide the buff and the damage. Oh my god, that Gianna's gonna go down finally. And more control coming out from YEONHONG with the Laura AoE. So much control. There's nothing that Riley can do to save the team unless she get a violent proc. But even with that, I don't think it is enough to keep the team alive, because what is Zibala gonna do against a unit that cannot be frozen? And remember, the Water Twin Angel can heal as well, which means Pooh cannot out-sustain YEONHONG at all. Here comes the AoE stun potentially coming out, and AoE heal at the same time as well. This Berg heal is doing so much damage and gaining turn constantly. It is unstoppable at this time. Vanessa get the passive revive back, but that is just gonna prolong the inevitable loss coming his way. Here comes more damage. Here comes the violent proc that has to happen at some point. And that is it for Zibala as well. I think this is GG. Pooh had a plan. I like the Riley pick, but it definitely could not keep YEONHONG hands off Pooh's unit. That Gianna was never meant to survive. And the first game goes the way of YEONHONG-187. Moving on to round 2. Let's see what's going to be the pre-ban here. We have to see that Light Evo getting pre-ban, right? No, it's going to be Zibala and Laura getting pre-ban here. First pick for YEONHONG-187. Is he going to steal the Ciara away from Pooh? It's going to be the Kovaci getting picked up by YEONHONG-187, which means Pooh can go for potentially the Ciara and the Fire Bayek for damage if he wants to. He might be going for the Cigar and the Water Twin Angel as well. That's another angle that he can go for, and that's going to be the Water Twin Angel and the Gianna getting picked up by Pooh. YEONHONG-187. Seeing the Gianna, will he take the Heigang and the Ciara for this angle? Or is he going to go with something entirely different this time? Maybe an Oliver. It is going to be an Oliver segment angle for YEONHONG to counter the Gianna. And he does have Heigang for the later pick as well. And maybe a Chow at this angle. It's going to be amazing. We have Vanessa, Ethna getting picked up here to deal with the turn 1. Providing the speed lead and the potential stun. It's going to be the Heigang getting picked up by YEONHONG. But maybe a Chow is not exactly the most amazing unit against Ethna. So maybe a Marshall Fire Monkey is not too bad. Or he can pick up an LD5 that I don't know of. Like that one. That cannot be stunned, that gain turn all the time and defense break. So at this point, I think it has to be the Heigang ban, and he might have to go for another speed lead here. Or a Juno to deal with all this buff and debuff. Or it can go with a Tianlang. That can also work. So Tianlang getting picked up here, potentially going to be a Berg heal ban to take away the main damage output of YEONHONG. It's going to be Oliver ban. It's going to be a Tianlang ban here. Ethna and Gianna will have to deal with Heigang and Kovaci buff. Not exactly an amazing position to be in. Oh wait, I forgot. He has 2 speed lead. Why did I mention a speed lead earlier? You could have picked Tianlang. Here comes the turn 1. And that's gonna go Shatter onto... Oh, get the defense break. Get a full... Oh my god, get more attack bar than the Berg heal. Big damage onto the segment right there. Beautiful opening for Pooh. But that Gianna will lose the attack bar and cannot take a turn immediately. Which means Kovaci is about to take a turn here. Attack bar buff for the Gianna. And now Vanessa can open more damage onto the segment. But the attack buff protection for Kovaci is coming right up after this. He needs to get something done with this segment, or else she's gonna go down without taking a single turn. Trying to give segment the attack bar, but can this Heigang stop the Gianna from moving? He needs to get a despair stun here onto the Gianna. He doesn't get it. And this will not get any attack bar down on the Gianna as well. So he chose to give up and go for the Ethna instead. Oh my god, he did not get the kill. The glancing debuff stopped him from doing enough damage. The defense break and the glancing coming out from the segment looking like it's not going to do a lot, but it is a lot. And now the Bird is going to use this opportunity and the defense break setup to go straight for the Vanessa. Big violent proc for the skill 2 damage potentially. But then the Gianna bomb damage coming right up after this. He might have to stun the Gianna. He's going to go for the Gianna stun here. Get the stun, get the attack bar. Vanessa has a chance to move. Ethna has a chance to move. But they don't have any skill to do anything important. Gianna's looking like she's going to go down anytime now. But if you kill Gianna right now, you will cleanse her of the stun debuff. And that is not what you want. Gonna switch the target and trying to despair stun the twin, but could not get it done. Now the target's gonna be the Vanessa for the damage. Twin Angel looking for the skill 1 to push back the attack, but could not get it. Ethna can now go for the AoE defense break. Did not get a defense break onto the Berg heal. No defense break onto this unit. So nobody's gonna stop her from maybe finishing off the Gianna. He tried to finish off the Gianna but could not get it done. So much damage onto this Berg heal. But Kovaci's gonna heal her a little bit with a skill 1. Hagan looking for a moment to kill off anyone but could not stop the Gianna from dropping this attack buff bomb. And the bomb will land onto this unit. Big AoE stun as well as the violent proc that come right after. I think this is GG because nobody's gonna stop the Ethna and the Gianna anymore. That bomb's gonna finish off that unit. And I think this is over for Pooh. I mean, this is over for YEONHONG. I'm sorry. Who's gonna take game 2? We're back to square 0. It is not over yet, guys. This is not a 3-0 match like before. This is gonna be very intense and close. Round 3, here we go. What is going to be the pre-ban this time? Is it going to be Ciara and Sonia? I think Pooh might want to pre-ban the Hagang. Or pre-ban the Berg heal. It's going to be the Hagang Gianna pre-ban here. Wow, this is looking like 2018 all of a sudden. Pooh with the first pick. Will he take away something that YEONHONG like to use? He's gonna go with the good old Zabala once again, and YEONHONG can go for the Sierra Kovaci once again for the big damage. Is it going to be the Vanessa Ethna? Or it's gonna be something different this time? It's gonna be the Vanessa Ethna for Pooh. YEONHONG seeing this, he might pick up potentially a Juno and a Josephine. No, it's gonna be a segment for the turn 1 reset, but can he outspeed though? If Pooh outspeed, he can freeze this non-wheel segment, which is not exactly ideal. It's gonna be a Vert to counter the Ethna as well, so this is looking like a Zabala ban for Pooh, which means he can go for a Tian Lang to counter the Vert, and he's gonna pick up a Chow for the damage as well. So YEONHONG, you either go for a speed lead and try to outspeed the Zabala, or you're gonna ban the Zabala and pick up a strong win unit here potentially to counter the Chow and the Tian Lang. But what kind of unit could that be? He need a big AoE counter right now. And that AoE is going to be the Dark Indra. That is very interesting. It may not provoke the Chow, but it sure will provoke the Ethna and the Tian Lang. So is it going to be a Chow ban? I still feel like it's going to be a Zabala or a Vanessa ban here. And that Dark Indra has to go. It's going to be a Chow ban, and YEONHONG will have to deal with the Zabala turn 1. Not looking so hard right there, because we saw the segment was off will. Turn 1 will go to the Ethna here. And that's going to be a stun onto the Ciara. Did not get the stun even though she did so much damage. Big freeze onto the segment. Did not get the freeze onto the Ciara, but the Tian Lang is here to do the finishing damage. Could not finish off the Ciara. This Ciara is extremely tanky, and that paid off for YEONHONG-187. Bomb damage coming right up with the Ciara, potentially onto the Vanessa. No, it's gonna be on the Tian Lang instead. Big damage. 19,000 bomb onto the Tian Lang. That Ciara is crazy built, but it could not kill the Tian Lang. It did not stun the Tian Lang, and she might go down right here to the Ethna AoE. Big AoE, double defense break on fire. Not looking good at all because here comes the skill 3, and that's gonna be GG. Wow, that Ethna is crazy. Even though the Ciara could survive, could bomb, but that did not change a single thing. Going first is so much better, right guys? So much damage was done in the first turn. That Chow force ban was amazing. And here comes the 4th round between Pooh and YEONHONG. And the pre-ban this time might have to be a Tian Lang. Are we seeing a potential Tian Lang and Laura pre-ban? Yeah, thinking about it. The Tian Lang counterplay, which is so strong. It screwed up a lot of unit like Verd, Juno, that is great against Pooh. It's going to be a Zibala and a Laura pre-ban once again. First pick for YEONHONG. Will he steal any unit this time? But it also means for Pooh, you know the Water Twin Angel Gianna angle is coming back up. Zibala getting, oh no, Kovaci getting picked up once again. Here we have Vanessa getting picked up early by Pooh. And the Gianna once again. From being forgotten to SWC tier with one small change in the balance patch, guys. So YEONHONG-187. Will you go for the Ciara angle once again with the segment? Because there's no more Zibala this time. Or will you go for Oliver? It is going to be Oliver and the Water Twin Angel for the double speed lead. But what kind of follow-up damage would it be? So what is Pooh going to do to counter this? He does have a Tian Lang last pick if he wants to. He can go with Ethna and maybe another speed lead. And then Tian Lang last pick. Because right now Ethna is looking really, really good. He's going to go for Velaju and Ethna. Velaju to counter the potential reset coming out from the Oliver. And Velaju is just a great unit overall. So no speed lead, no second speed lead from Pooh. YEONHONG can take advantage and go very aggressive turn 1 here. Might even pick up a Sonya at this point. It's going to be a Juno to counter the immunity and the Wind defense breaker and the Berg here to provide defense break, and Tian Lang getting picked last to be the force ban, which means Pooh can choose whatever he wants, and that's going to be the Juno getting banned out. So will YEONHONG control and kill Pooh first, or will Pooh survive and AoE stun, big damage from Ethna, and there's nothing YEONHONG can do about it? Even if he stunned this Gianna, he cannot control all of them with the Velaju in the field. Ethna going first. If she stunned the Oliver or the Twin Angel, it's going to be very bad for YEONHONG. Here comes the capture, and that's going to be the Oliver, and the Oliver will get stunned, which means he cannot control 2 units at the same time. That's going to be the strip onto the Gianna. Did not get a stun, get the violent proc, but there's no stun with the skill 1. Strip the Velaju. He needs to get the AoE stun here, but the AoE stun only has a 50% chance to stun, so it's not really high. And it did not stun, but he did get a violent proc from the Oliver to bring down the Gianna strip. And that was the flow. The flow of the battle changed right there with Oliver violent proc. But Velaju still have the immunity, so the game is not over for Pooh just yet. This Ethna can potentially hard carry Pooh to victory in this game. And YEONHONG knows that he needs to go for this Ethna right now. Big defense break. Oh my god, YEONHONG-187 is being blessed by everything on his side right now. But Ethna is not going to give up that easily. Attack buff, big damage onto the Oliver. Oliver looking like it's going to go down to the Villager attack here. But the Twin Angel can heal and shield the Oliver. So Oliver can still survive and control this Ethna. Here comes the focus shot. And the Ethna is going to go down. Gianna looking like she's going to go down soon as well. She has no way to offer any value unless... But that was not enough too, because the Oliver reset is 2 turns. Oliver's being focused by the Vanessa and the Oliver. And the Gianna and the Villager as well. Can this bring down the Oliver? It could not bring down the Oliver. Even with the Violent proc, it could not bring down the Oliver. Looking really bad for Pooh right now, because Oliver's about to take a turn and Gianna has no way to defend against this increased cooldown power. This might be it for Pooh, guys. Unless he can bring some magic to happen here. But no magic can deal with Oliver at the moment. There's so much cooldown reduction here. And Gianna's gonna go down. This Berg heal is not stopping. She is moving constantly. Can this Villager bring it back though? He doesn't. And that might be GG. He could not provide immunity anymore. And he's now gonna get controlled by both Oliver and Berkhiel. And let's not forget about the Twin Angel that can stun him as well. Could not get a stun right there, but I don't think he's gonna miss this defense break though. No defense break, no increased cooldown. Maybe this is the moment that the Villager can bring the game back. Oliver is gonna go down here. But remember, the strip from the YEONHONG is not... It's not gonna get any cooldown. It happens every single turn. Water Twin Angel looking for a target for the focus shot with a defense break. And that's gonna be Villager. That is so much damage from a pure support unit. Villager looking for the heal, but that did not do a whole lot of damage on that unit. Defense break on the Vanessa revive is here. Bring back the Gianna. But how long is that Gianna gonna stay? Because the Villager is gonna go home first. That is so much support from the side of YEONHONG-187. There's nothing Pooh can do about it. And that might be GG. One more unit's gonna go down. And we're going to game 5. From one small moment that Oliver took, and the battle changed entirely. Here we go. Round 5 pre-ban is going to be Kovaci and Ethna this time. No more crazy Ethna action coming out from Pooh. First pick for Pooh. Will he take the Water Twin Angel away from YEONHONG? Here comes Pooh first pick. It is going to be the Zabala Steel. YEONHONG-187 going for the Ciara, but no Kovaci. Just gonna take the Gianna this time instead of Kovaci. And no Ethna this time. What is going to be the... There's no way he's gonna go... He is going in with a Sonya this time to deal with the Ciara Gianna with the support of the Zabala. This Sonya is gonna hit really, really hard on these two units. And we all know that YEONHONG likes to be on Vio instead of Swift. So I don't think Pooh will have any problem outspeeding YEONHONG's team. Unless that is a Swift Masha. Is that a Swift Masha? Here comes a Smicer getting picked up. A whole lot of bomb coming out from YEONHONG. Are we seeing any bomb counter like Veramos, Tetra, Josephine? Anything like that at all? What is going to be the last pick for Pooh here? We might need some firepower. It is going to be a water power instead. That is going to be the Chow and the Twin Angel. No, the Villager getting last pick here to provide immunity against the bomb coming out from YEONHONG. And Chow looking like it's going to be a Ciara ban here to take away the speed lead so that Sonya can go first and one-shot somebody. And the last pick from YEONHONG-187 will be the Shizuka to spread more bomb and more damage around. So I think it is going to be a Sonya ban. It's going to be a Sierra ban who will have to deal with a whole lot of support here with Chao being the sole damage dealer. Here we go, guys. Can we see a hard carry by Chao, or is it going to be a Gianna domination this time? Because I don't see any counterplay for Gianna on the side of Pooh, except for maybe lucky resistant proc. Chao is a very strong damage dealer, but without attack buff and any support, it might not be good enough. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I take that back. Chao is an absolute god. He did 40k damage turn 1. Is that an attack with damage attack Chao? Oh my goodness. That Chao was insane. What was that? I am so sorry. I doubted this Chao, man. But he was him for sure. And now it's going to go next and trying to find that Masha. Masha is now the target. And it's not looking good for Masha at all because this Chao is going to go crazy. And Smicer cannot stop this Chao because the best he can do is going to bomb the Chao, but Chao doesn't care about that. Masha looking to finish off the Vanessa here, but the Zabala is going to say no and heal the Vanessa a little bit. Chao coming in, big damage onto the Masha. Could not finish off the Masha though, so she's still there with the speed and the defense break. Here comes the Smicer, controlling the entire enemy team with his silence and bomb. He did take down this Zabala turn. Bomb the Zabala. More bomb coming out. More debuff coming out. This is the moment where the Masha can instantly wipe the entire enemy team with a simple skill 2 that gain a lot of attack bar. Here comes the Masha. Maybe he might kill the... Oh! Could not crit on this Chao. Get a crit, get a violent pro. Still could not finish off the Chao. Chao is still here, but the soul debuff is going to be here as well, which means there's nothing that Chao can do to get a turn quickly enough. Here comes the attack by pushback. Zabala resisted the stun. Heal back to Vanessa. Vanessa looking for an opening. Defense break onto the Masha right there. Maybe the Smicer can buy some time by bombing and stunning the Chao. Potentially. Gonna go for the Zabala instead. Did not get the stun. Masha going in, taking down the Vanessa. Get a violent pro as well. Going straight for the Chao, but glancing hit's gonna be there. Chao is not moving just yet though. This is not looking good. Oh, the Villager get a violent proc. And now shaking off the silence. Chao moving soon. Can Chao make a comeback here? He cannot finish off the Masha because the soul protection is there. Switching the target to the Shizuka instead. But Villager is about to buff immunity. Can this Masha crit on water to finish off the Chao? Gonna go for the Chao, but the Law of Element will block her. But anyway, what Law of Element? I was just kidding. Chao's gonna go home first. And Masha is gonna take him down. This might be GG. But Zabala is here to stay. Could not stop the Masha from moving. This Masha is gonna go down to the Villager instead. But remember, Smicer is still here to provide the silence and the bomb damage onto the enemy team. This Villager will need to perform some magical moment here to take away. No, he could not. He simply could not. And Smicer is gonna go in. Next turn, Smicer might bomb. Oh, wait! The Villager is gonna cut and gonna provide the immunity here to stop the Smicer from bombing his team. But Shizuka can strip with skill 1 and she's gonna take away the immunity of the Villager. Smicer looking for Villager right there. That is one spicy target. And the bomb stun is going to land onto the Villager. Here comes the Zabala trying to keep the team together. Villager get a violent resist the bomb stun, but could not do any real damage onto the Smicer. Oh, that's support, but the Smicer is gonna cut in. And wait a minute, punishment is not gonna do enough damage, but he did get the Sanctuary up for the immunity here. Shizuka has skill 3 available, but oh wait, not available just yet because of Zabala's skill 3. Can she strip this Villager and get a violent proc in between? Nothing like that happened. Just kidding. Villager going in. And this Smicer might be going down very soon, but not quite yet. Smicer is going to get his own violent proc as well to heal back to half health. And Shizuka can provide the protection for Smicer with a skill 3. She would not save it, providing soul protection for the Smicer and speed buff as well. The speed buff will get stripped, but the soul protection is gonna be there. Oh, the Smicer could not strip the immunity, which means the Villager will get the skill 3 back up once again. It is the battle between the bomb and the immunity, and nobody is winning just yet. Oh, this revive, this Masha might hurt really badly onto the Villager. Good damage onto the Villager right there, but could not finish off the Villager. The healing from these Puppeteer are way too much to handle. Nice Violent proc, but might be a bad one. He needs that next turn, not this turn. Meiser coming in, could not get the strip done. Shizuka get the strip, but the Zibala get the freeze. Will not get the freeze onto the Smicer. The Villager damage. He will get the crucial Violent proc to finish off the Smicer. Here comes the cooldown reset. And the constant control from the Zibala might be enough for the Shizuka. Oh my god, I can't believe it. This Villager. He hold his own, and he is not going to go down to the Smicer easily. This might be GG. There's nothing that Shizuka can do to deal with the Zibala and the Villager combo here. The cooldown reset from Zibala, the immunity from Villager, the defense break, the healing from these two units are so much more than we thought. That Smicer could not do a single thing. GG. Pooh will take game 5, and he's going to move on to the final.